Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We are so happy to have you on board, especially with our team here at Team Flourish. My name is Lindsay Toller. I am a level 5 consultant out of Virginia, and I'm going to talk to you about one of our probably most important things that we do, and that is getting our customers on the right products, because that is really the name of the game is we sell skincare products. And the biggest thing I want you to take away from this video is that you do not have to know everything immediately. And you shouldn't know everything immediately because it's a lot of info, a lot to take in. So just remember, you're going to learn as you earn, and don't ever feel like you have to give an answer to somebody. I'm going to lay out all sorts of resources and steps you can take if you don't know the answer. Just be honest with your customers from the start. Let them know, hey, I just joined Rodan Fields 2 days ago or a week ago, whatever it is. I don't know the actual answer to that. Let me ask someone and we're going to get you on the right products. Something like that. Just be truthful and honest. Your customers will really thank you for that. But I'm going to go over our 4 core regimens and then, like I said, different resources we have available if you don't know the answer. But do not feel like everything I'm going to say you have to memorize immediately. I've been in the business for over 3 years, so I do know quite a lot about our products. But one thing, I'm still learning stuff too. I'm constantly finding out new tips and tricks. So just remember that you're not always going to know everything, and don't feel like you have to. Don't put that pressure on yourself. So the first thing you want to do when you're talking to customers, our basic goal, if you will, is to get them on a regimen. And we have 4 core regimens, and that's kind of going to be your starting point of how you're going to determine the best products. And then you can always add products on to a regimen, but you want to always start customers out with one. So we have 4 core regimens. We have our Unblemish, our Soothe, our Reverse, and our Redefine. So if someone says to you they have acne and they really don't like it, they really want to get rid of it, then get them on Unblemish. And Unblemish, we recommend you can be 15 years and older to use it. It is gentle on the skin, but it does have benzoyl peroxide, and it's actually the highest amount of benzoyl peroxide anyone can get without a prescription. Unblemished works great. It clears up skin. I've seen so many teenagers and adults who use it and love it. But one thing you do want to warn your customers about is there's probably going to be a purging process, and it's completely normal, and it's actually helping their skin in the long run, because underneath all their pores and inside their skin, I guess if inside their skin is the right term, there's lots of dirt, lots of gunk in there. So what Unblemish is doing is it's pulling everything out. So their skin might actually appear like they have more pimples and more zits than they ever have, but that's only going to be for a little bit. So just if you prepare your customers up front, set them up for success, manage their expectations, it'll be okay. But just tell them, keep using the product and their skin's going to look great once they're on probably a 60-day cycle of Unblemish. Do keep in mind every single person is different. I do know there are some cases, very rare cases, where somebody might need to have 2 cycles of Unblemish, so that would be 4 months before they really see a clear skin. But just keep them using Unblemish. And then if you have someone who has sunspots or brown spots, brown marks, lots of freckles, melasma, if they've been pregnant and they develop the pregnancy mask. I know sometimes it's a lot right here. It's all over. I've luckily never had it, but I do know a lot of people have. Reverse is going to be the best regimen for that. Or if anybody's just been in the sun quite a lot. And we do have 2 kinds of our reverse regimen. The first, I'm just looking at my computer to make sure I tell you guys right. The first is the brightening regimen. And this, if you had to compare the 2 regimens, this is probably not as harsh. I don't know if harsh is the right word, but this one is a little bit more on the gentler side, and it is safe for pregnant women. There are 2 types of reverse. One is not safe, but the brightening regimen is safe for pregnant women. And then we do have the lightening regimen, which it used to be called our 2 of the products in it were part of our accelerator pack. And so you do get a little bit more of a boosted results, I guess I should say, with our lightning reverse. And the reason we have 2, just to educate you a little bit, is a long time ago we used to just have the reverse lightning, but one of the ingredients was not regulated in Canada, And when we expanded into Canada, they still wanted to offer that regimen and wanted to offer results. So that's why they were able to come up with the two products to add into our reverse brightening. Again, don't feel like you need to know all of this. I just wanted to kind of, oh, that's my child. I just wanted to kind of explain that to you so you could be aware, but don't feel like you have to explain that to your customers. What I always start with is I start with the lightning because I know that it's going to deliver excellent, excellent results. But if you do have someone who is pregnant, then definitely, or breastfeeding, then definitely get them on the brightening regimen. And then, let's see, next is our sensitive skin, and that is Soothe. And this is for a lot of people. If they don't like fragrance, they want to be on Soothe. If they have very sensitive skin and have tried a lot of things, they need to be on Soothe. If they have redness, get them on Soothe. If they have really dry skin, Soothe is perfect for them. In fact, Soothe is gentle enough that ages 2 and up can use it. I know a lot of people with kids who have eczema use Soothe as well. And then finally, we have our Redefine regimen, which is for anybody, really. Our goal is to get people to our Redefine regimen because we're all going to age, we're all going to get wrinkles. So Redefine is our anti-aging regimen, and this is to prevent and treat the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And also, this is another great one if someone has really dry skin because the creams are super, super moisturizing. So I see my time on this video. I'm trying not to go too long, but I just want you guys to try and at least get those 4 core regimens into your brain so you know you can start with that. But here are a couple things that you have at your disposal to use if you don't know the immediate answer. And the first one is our solutions tool. And this is available on your personal website. So the website you would send your customers to purchase product from you. It's kind of just like a little quiz that they just answer questions. Are you male or female? Are you pregnant or not? Do you have dry skin, oily skin, stuff like that. It takes 2 minutes. You can do it for them. That's what I actually do a lot, is I will call up a customer and I will do the solutions tool from my computer, and then I'll just ask them the questions over the phone. And the solutions tool is awesome because once you answer those questions, the doctors actually give you back their recipe or recommendation on what types of products you should suggest for your customers. And if you send your customers to take the solutions tool themselves, just tell them to keep clicking through all the way until it asks you to put in your email address, because when they do that, it will email it to them so they have it in their inbox, but it's also going to copy you, the consultant, on there so you know what products were recommended for them too. Another great way, and this is probably the best way I would recommend, especially starting out, is to involve your sponsor and have your sponsor get on a 3-way call with you and a potential customer. Because this way you will hear your sponsor ask questions of the customer, so you can then ask those questions in the future, and you'll hear your sponsor explain our products and explain which products are best. So you don't really feel like you have to answer anything. You just connect everybody on the phone, and then you get to sit back and listen to your sponsor help you sell products to this person. And that's a great way because you just get to listen and absorb everything your sponsor's saying. But if for some reason your sponsor's not available, they can't do a 3-way call, or you have a question immediately that you want an answer to, then use this page. Use this team page right here. We have some leaders in here who are available to help. And as you get added to all of our other Rodan Fields team pages, just post in there. We do it all the time. We share tips and tricks. If you're like, I have somebody who has, I can't think of an example, of course, right now, but if something you just don't know what it would be, post it in there, ask the question. Somebody's going to know the answer or help you find the answer and can immediately get back to you. And then finally, we have something called the RF Connection, and this is run by Nurse Mary Radford. And I wouldn't call this a nurse hotline. That's not exactly what it is. They are product specialists, and they are able to speak to all of our products, and they are able to recommend a few products for a specific type of skin disorder, but they cannot give medical advice. So make sure you tell your customers that. And I usually call the RF Connection myself. I don't send my customers there. And I call the RF Connection for more obscure things or harder things that like a teammate might not know, or some kind of disorder, skin disorder, whatever, that nobody's ever heard of before or has used these products. Then I'll call the RF Connection and kind of see what they would recommend. So the RF Connection is kind of my last ditch effort because I try and get the answer myself from my team because somebody has probably sold a product to someone else with the same skin concern. But if nobody knows the answer, I will call the RF Connection. And you can find all of these phone numbers on Impulse because I don't have it memorized right now, unfortunately. I think I have it saved in my phone. But you can call them and they'll either answer you right away or they'll take all your info and call you back if someone's not available immediately. So that is kind of how we get customers started, get them plugged into stuff. You always want to start them on a regimen. And then, of course, there are products that pair well with all of our regimens that you can add on top. But you want to get them plugged into a regimen first. If you guys have any questions about anything I've just shared in this video, please feel free to message me. I am Lindsay Mady Toller. It's probably on this post anyways on Facebook. Feel free to comment below. I'm always happy to help. We're very excited you guys are here to join us. Thanks.